one of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the right. He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Here's Manning to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Art's going to spin it again. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Running inside, it's Smothers. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Here's Carr to throw. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going for the big play. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Here's Arch to throw. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Carr. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time it's complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Notre Dame right back to the line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pulls it in. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. To the air again, Carr. Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the 1st half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A give to Brown. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Arch Madness. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. To throw, Manning. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this 1st half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Porter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Carr. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive...
Looking for a big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half, you're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. C.J. Carr firing again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're in the gun, third down, here's Carr. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Fourth down, Carr. Stepping to the right. It's on target and complete. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They go play action with Manning. Bringing the heat. And he never had a chance.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Throwing Manning. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
Manning from the gun on third down. He wants to go deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 30. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Carr to throw. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Carr. Time to take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did.
He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Porter. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. And it's picked off for the third time today. What a nice play, and